Hello, dear ones.
Hey everyone, we're here.
Well, we
To,
where are we here in this visual?
yeah, we're
The
here
other,
today because, well, there's been so much happening, and now we're leaving to go to Hawaii.
yeah. To cut a long story short, we're leaving for Hawaii. We're super excited about it. It wasn't like that all the time that we were so excited. We'll tell you about it in a minute, but we are really grateful that we can, as of today, invite you all to join us on this very sacred journey that is ahead of us, which we haven't expected at all. And here it is. So we just want to tell you a little bit how it came and how you can participate if you want to, if you feel called, because there is a portal waiting for us to do some really, really deep, profound resurrection work in. So maybe we can go back to the moment how it came into our fields.
Yeah, and I just want to be clear that this specific journey is going to be an online journey for our global community. We may be able to do something live there, maybe. The higher realms are sort of teasing us in that direction for next year, but we're not there yet. At the moment, this is an online participation. And we wanted to just talk a little bit about the background of how this all came into being, because probably not even 10 days ago, less than 10 days ago, we were feeling this energy of stuckness, this stagnation, and it was lasting several days. So we met with Petra probably a week ago, and we said, okay, well, let's go in, let's see where it is stuck. What's the core? Where at the core is this energy not moving? And as we worked with that exploration, we came to a space where we discovered a creation sun, the sun of creation. And the moment that that connection to this sun of creation was made, then the entire field became illuminated. The entire field began to flow again. And we saw as the sun was leading us to Hawaii, and it stopped above Hawaii. And the information was this energy needs to be anchored into this portal at this time, and you need to go there in person to do this work. So maybe
Yeah,
expand on that a little bit more. That is
yeah,
the short version of what
that,
happened.
that's the short version. And of course, I mean, we have received a request. It's a year ago from an Aboriginal Maori elder to deepen our work with the portals on Gaia Earth. And this beautiful elder, he was deeply connected to Hawaii also. And he has been guiding us and explaining to us like where the portals are that are connected to our work. And we have witnessed all of these portals. There's many in France. There's different that are mentioned around the globe, and yet we were waiting to receive real clear directionality, because we know how this works in divine timing. There's nothing we can do to push it or to decide on our own. It's really waiting until we hear from a divine spiritual or a divine orchestration from spirits when to go and where to go. So this whole field opens in an incredible way. And this only a week ago, and we felt how Hawaii, as such, or that region, I mean, it's a part of Gaia, of course, and the sacredness of that land opened for us in an invitation. It felt like the land or Gaia herself was inviting us to come. And that is an incredible experience. And of course, in that, there can only be a yes. I mean, if a sacred space opens, you go. I mean, we cannot say that it always is without any resistance, because it cannot be a practical moment to do it, or there's lots of things that can hold you back. I mean, you can imagine 1,000 things when you live on the other side of the world, when you need to go to Hawaii, what that means in your personal life. Anyway, we've gone through all of it in a quite rapid speed.
Are you sure we've gone through all of it, Petra?
Yes, I've gone through it. I've gone through it, and I'm
You're,
pretty clear
you're,
that it's
you're,
over.
the resistance is has been processed this time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just part of my system, I think. But anyway, I mean, it's really interesting because we will talk a little bit about an incredible gift that was gifted to us also in the month of January, and that is that we were, uh, yeah, invited to be the guardians of a very sacred crystalline Excalibur sword. It's a sacred object that was created and used for spiritual initiations by a man who lived in Vezele, where we live, who was a knight of the Holy Grail order. And when he passed over, he gave very clear direction that the sword would now need to be put into the hands of a woman, or the feminine, if you like, to serve through the path of the divine feminine. And the arrival of this Excalibur object is not only about the physical object, it's really about the consciousness that it holds, the alchemical power that it is. And the moment that we said yes to this invitation, the entire field started to change, and the consciousness is working with us, with our community. And this work in Hawaii is also, in a way, connected to this, because with the crystalline Excalibur came the assignment for us to serve a process that is about the resurrection of the ancient, let's say, foundational Sophia Christ lineage, where our school, our mystery school, is part of, where we are part of, but also where great Grail kings and queens were part of. Like in this example, for example, King Arthur, Queen Guinevere, but also Joshua and Mary Magdalene, and Solomon and Sheba, and so on, because this lineage goes way beyond the history that we know. And that lineage somehow is connected with the work in Hawaii that we'll be doing. We don't know all the details yet, which is also the adventure for us. We will be exploring this field, and we will deeply listen into what will come through us. And that is also what we will be sharing with those who are participating in this process online through transmissions. We will have a live moments together, because we feel that there's so many in our soul family that are connected to this ancient lineage, that are here on earth to resurrect that specific lineage. It's a kind of a celestial cosmic lineage family line, and it's time. And so we feel extremely honored, um, in great humility, I must say. What we can do, we will do, and we will do it all together, because this is not a work only from Anna and me.
Mhm.
So yeah, we're going into a big alchemy work.
Yeah, I want to speak a little bit more about alchemy because, as many of you know, we are running an alchemy program, two-year alchemy program in our school at this time. And the first people that are going through this alchemy program are now in the second year, and it's going much deeper. But how alchemy works, how sometimes we perceive that there's a crack in the field of our reality, and another reality starts to pierce through. It's like a door that opens, and we might sense it, feel it, we might hear it, see it in some way. And we can either look at it or we can ignore it, because we have been taught in our cultures also to ignore these sorts of phenomena. But sometimes alchemy is really about going through. those doors that somehow open, that somehow come into a crack within our reality. And sometimes it's also about opening doors that don't exist, doors that have not been there before. So it's a magical field. It's really a different reality. It's a different way of being in the world. Sometimes the signals are so subtle that we can almost feel like they did not exist in the first place. But we have learned through our mystery school, and that's what we do. We've learned to not ignore these signals. We've learned that we need to move through any resistance. When we see something through a crack or through a door that didn't exist, or through a sense that there could be a creation of a door into something else, we've we've learned to really pay attention. And sometimes our tasks that we have been given have felt impossible. And actually, in some way, that is an indicator that we're that we're going in the right direction. Because if it's something that already exists within the fabric of our reality, we know that we're not actually doing what we need to be doing because we're bringing in another reality. That is the whole purpose of our work together. So either we choose to cross the threshold into this realm of magic, of something that doesn't exist yet, or we intuitively, through various alchemical processes, create a door into another realm that allows us to go into that realm, to then bring that realm back into our reality, to make our reality more expansive, more luminous, more magical. These are all processes that we are engaged in, and that we teach, that we invite you to participate in, because we feel like this is the quality of the new world that we're going into.
Yeah, and this work in Hawaii is probably at least 100% in that new field. So it's an excellent moment to really move through it. And I was thinking when you speak, like we often say, the bigger the resistance, the greater the treasure that arises from the work. And I feel that's coming up in this work here in Hawaii, an enormous treasure for many. So we leave this with that because we'll see how we will be inspired and to live our full creative potential to create these new realms altogether. And we are in this so sacred moment astrologically because we're in this cosmic reset point of Neptune and Saturn on the 20th of February. Saturn will also um, uh, join Neptune in Aries. And they're in this 0 point area of Aries, which is the moment that in the collective on Earth, we experience a rebirth, a reset of unimaginable forces where there is vision, where there is action, they come together and they want to be manifested. So it's really full energy on the theme of bring the vision and the action together and move forward. And that is, we're in the middle of this momentum and we're really grateful to see what will unfold.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we are asking you to join us in that. We will be working through a Facebook group page, a private group page. So, in that space, we will share our transmissions. We will also have a live gathering in Zoom all together so we can exchange. There will be real-time videos and updates, pictures, photos, whatever we discover on this journey to share that with you. And yeah, it's also the place where then you and all the people who are participating can share your experiences of the work in the inner planes, because your work matters and it needs to be heard. Because often it has a code in it also for another person who reads about it or hears about it, and then something else opens, and so on and so on. It's like a chain reaction. It's super important that we do that. And after this entire journey is finished, we will make sure that you have access to the set of the 3 transmissions that we expect to share with you following the event. So, and then of course, we just open and receive the magic that will be coming in. And I think that's a beautiful way to say yes to this work, that you open up to receive the magic that is given to us by this invitation to work on this sacred portal all together. No matter where we are located, we connect with this portal, and you can connect through us with this portal. You can find your own way through this in the group, but we will all be in alignment with this beautiful, beautiful place. So, yeah, and I mean, it will be an abundant journey on all levels. I mean, nature will be with us, the sacred spirit of Hawaii will be with us. And then those who have orchestrated us going there with all of you with us connected, we will make a difference. That's for sure. Yeah.
Mhm. So I
So
think
with this,
we can
yeah,
maybe end there for today. We'll come back on again in the days to come with other information. But thank you for being with us today. Thank you for listening to this video. Share it with those who you think may be interested. And we're so grateful for your presence. Have a beautiful day.
a beautiful day.
Namaste.
Namaste.